Hello students, welcome to Siddhi Academics. I'm Amrita. I firmly believe that we should keep trying until we get it right. So let's start our trial for today. In the last video, we completed exercise 8A of algebraic expressions. Now we will see different types of algebraic expressions. So first type is monomial. Mono जहाँ पर भी यूज होता है, we know it means one. Mono means one. So एक ही term होगा. Any algebraic expression which has got only one term in it is called as a monomial. Let's take some examples. 8xyz, right? Or it could be a single constant like 19. Okay? Or maybe let's say minus 19. उसके साथ कुछ added नहीं है, कुछ subtracted नहीं है. सिर्फ only that constant term is there. That is also one monomial. Now let's take another example. 8 or 18 a cube b square c. This is also one monomial because nothing is being added or subtracted from this single term. Now let's move to binomial. Now bi, wherever bi word is used, like in case of bicycle, we have got two wheels. Bi means two. So here bi means there will be two terms in that that algebraic expression, like 8x squared minus 9 y square z. Okay, I am taking a random example, but this is an example of a binomial. Now let's take another example. 4zx plus 17. Okay, this is also a binomial because this algebraic expression has got two terms, 4zx, 17, which have been brought together by this plus sign, right? This plus sign. And इधर क्या है? इधर एक two terms है. They have been written together with a minus sign in between. So this is also one example of binomial. Now let's move to trinomial. Tri means three. Tricycle में कितने wheels होते हैं? 3 wheels होते हैं. Similarly, trinomial will have 3 terms in it. Like, let's say 9a square b plus 19b square cy. Just I'm writing from my mind. Plus 39. Okay? 3 terms है. 1, 2 and 3, and they have been brought together by 2 plus signs. Could be minus sign also. So 3 terms है, इसलिए ये है, ये algebraic expression को हम trinomial कहते हैं. Now let's move to quadrinomial. Quad means 4, right? Quad means 4. Now let's see example of quadrinomial. 7x square y minus 14a plus 16c square b minus 39. Okay, this is also an example of a quadrinomial because 4 terms है, 1, 2, 3, 4 terms which have been brought together by minus or plus signs. Okay, so this is a quadrinomial. Now let's understand what is polynomial. Polynomial is any algebraic expression which has 2 or more terms in it. मतलब 4 terms से ज़्यादा हो, 5 terms हो तो भी ये जो binomial है, मैं इसे भी एक polynomial बुला सकती हूँ, trinomial को भी एक polynomial कह सकती हूँ, quadrinomial को भी polynomial कह सकती हूँ, और 4 terms से ज़्यादा हो तो भी उसे एक polynomial कहा जाता है. It has got 2 terms. I can call it binomial. I can also call it a polynomial because it has got 2 terms. Similarly, if I take a trinomial and write it, this one, the example that I have taken here, this one is also a polynomial because it has got more than 2 terms. 2 or more than 2 terms is called as a polynomial. Now let's understand factors of an algebraic expression. When more than one constant or literal have been multiplied together to form an algebraic expression or term, then those literals and those constants are called as factors of that algebraic term. Now this is the definition. Now let's understand with example. Let me take a number 12. If I ask you, you have learnt about factors and multiples since grade 4. So अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ 12 का मुझे फैक्टर बताइए, then you will definitely tell first is 1 and 12 because 1 into 12 is 12. Then obviously 2, 6 are 12. So 2 and 6 are factors of 12. Then comes 3 and 4. 3 4s are 12. So all these are factors of this number 12. Similarly, what literals and constants come together to form one algebraic term, they are regarded as factors of that term. जैसे कि मान लीजिए -9x² z है. Now this -9 has been multiplied with x² z to get this entire term. This -9 is called as a numerical factor. क्योंकि ये number है, so it is called as a numerical factor. और ये जो x² और z, ये जो वेरिएबल्स है, ये जो लिटरल्स हैं, इनको कहा जाता है लिटरल फैक्टर्स. ऑब्वियसली लिटरल्स है या तो फिर वेरिएबल्स हैं. वी एड्रेस देम एज लिटरल्स और वेरिएबल्स. दैट इज व्हाई दे आर कॉल्ड एज लिटरल फैक्टर्स. सिंपल. So this is the meaning of factors in case of algebraic expression. Now let's understand the term coefficients in case of an algebraic term. In an algebraic term, a factor is considered as the coefficient of the product of other factors in that particular algebraic term. Now सुनने में complicated लगता है, but it's very easy. Let's take an example. Example is, let's say 15a² b. Now if I ask you, you tell me the coefficient of b. Coefficient of b. It will be 15a². Okay? Coefficient of b is 15a². Now let's take coefficient of a². a² के साथ क्या multiplied हुआ है? 15 और b. So 15b is the coefficient of a². Are you able to understand what is the coefficient? Now let's take coefficient of 15. 15 रख क्या coefficient है? a² b. Okay? Now if I ask you, tell me what is the numerical coefficient of this particular algebraic term? Numerical coefficient पूछूंगी, then you have to consider only 15. Alright, you cannot tell me coefficient is 15a² or 15b because a² and b are literal factors. They are not numerical in nature. So if question is asking what is the numerical coefficient of this particular term, then you have to write only 15. This is the numerical coefficient. Okay? And if the question is asking only not numerical coefficient but only coefficient of b के साथ क्या multiplied हुआ है? 15a². तो 15a² entire this 15a², 15 along with this literal a² will make up the coefficient of b. So I hope you are able to make out the difference between numerical coefficient and only coefficient. If you are not able to make out, then please let me know in the comment section. I will definitely try to clear it out again. Now let's understand what are like terms. See, like terms are those terms which have the same literal factors. Let's take an example to understand. If I take this thing term 5a² b, okay, along with that I write maybe 7 or -7 ba². अभी a² b हो या ba², it is one and the same thing. So a² b जो literal factors हैं, इन दोनों के केस में same है. So these two terms we can consider as like terms. Now unlike terms is just the opposite of like terms. So how to understand? Let's take 5a² b, same example, with -7ab². Now let's look at this very carefully. Here the literal factors are a² b in this term, and in this term it is ab², not a² b, ab². So there is a difference in the literal factors of this term and this term. So these two can be considered as unlike terms. Okay, let's take another example. Let's take an expression this time. 7abc plus 12a cube b plus 3y square a plus, or let's say minus 17a cube b. It's quite a long one, it's a quadrilateral. In this case, 7abc does not have a like term. Let's look at 12a cube b. Yes, 12a cube b, the last term and this term, these are two like terms in it, right? इधर की क्या है, -17a cube b, right? -17a cube b and this is 12a cube b. Both have got the same literal factors, so these two can be considered as like terms. Now if I try to find unlike terms, then 7abc and 3y square a, they do not have the same literal factors. So these are two unlike terms, right? Now let's move to finding the value of an algebraic expression. If you know the value of literals in this particular algebraic expression, if I give you the value of p, q and r, and if you substitute those value in this particular expression, you can find the value of that algebraic expression, right? So let's use this example to understand. If p equal to -2, q equal to -1, r equal to 3, find the value of 2p square minus q square plus 3r square. So now we will first write 2, p का value क्या है, -2, so I'll write like this, -2 square, okay? Instead of p I write the value of -2. Now q's value is given -1, so I put the first minus, this minus, then within brackets I write -1 square plus what's given, 3r square, 3 multiplied with r square. R square value is 3, not r square value, r's value is 3, so I put this 3 inside the brackets and put a square above. Now if I try to find out, -2 square is how much, 4, -2 into -2 we know is 4, so 4 into 2, again this 4 into 2 is 8. Then I have to take this minus, write as it is. Now within the bracket there is -1 and it is squared, means -1 into -1. -1 into -1 is how much, +1, right? +1. Now I move to this particular expression. I put the plus value first and then 3 square. 3 square matlab 9. 9 multiplied with this 3, numerical coefficient 3, gives me 27. 9 3s are 27. So now what did I get? 8 minus within brackets +1 plus 27. I need to evaluate this. Now 27 plus 8, ये दो positive numbers है. If I add them, how much it will be? 8 plus 7 is 15, 1 gets carry over and 1 plus 2 is 3, 35. 35 और ये minus plus 1 क्या होगा? -1. 35 minus 1 is 34. Okay, this is the way in which you evaluate an algebraic expression if the literal values are given in the question. So today we learned various type of algebraic expression, and we understood constant term, coefficient, numerical coefficient, like terms, unlike terms, and also how to find the value of an algebraic expression if the literal values have been given in the question. So in the next video we will do the exercise attached to it, and for now, bye. But please like, share and subscribe to my channel Srisiddhi Academics. Thank you.